Maximum armor. Maximum speed. Maximum strength. Cloak engaged.
What's going on, guys? Power GPU here. It's been a long time since I've done a video for you guys, mainly because video cards haven't been coming out as often as they used to. But today, as you can see, I'm going to be reviewing the GTX 970, which this is not a reference model. They're very hard to find with the 970s for some reason. This is going to be the EVGA ACX model, not the 2.0, which, just a heads up, some people have been getting confused with this. The first series that have come out right now, the ones that from launch date, are all the ACX, the first edition, the 1.0s. The 2.0s haven't come out yet. I know Newegg, I think EVGA just came out with one, and Newegg just came out with one as well, but they sold out very quickly. But you gotta watch out. If you want the ACX 2.0, look for the one that says ACX 2.0. This is not the 2.0 model. The other thing too is I want to, before I continue with this, there were some issues about the EVGA cooler on the heat pipes. That didn't make contact with all three heat pipes, the actual Maxwell chipset. Keep in mind, EVGA did come out with a statement. If you look it up online, if you Google it, I might put the link at the bottom. In the statement, they say that the third pipe that's not making contact is actually not sealed at the end of the pipe. So it's actually, they did it on purpose. They said there was no need for them to put the third pipe in there for it to actually be in direct contact with the CPU or the GPU itself. All the reviews I've seen so far, this card is really good with idle temps and in max load. Idle was 35, max load was like 73, and that was on the without a, I guess you can say, with a curve through like MSI Afterburner or anything like that. I usually like to match up my curve with GPU usage with or the GPU heat with the fan speed itself, so that way it stays like 60 with 60% fan speed. If it's 50 Celsius, it stays at 50% fan speed. Since this is a dual GPU or a dual fan card, it's probably not going to be nowhere near as loud as a reference card would be. But yeah, I just wanted to clear that out real quick for you guys, and like I said, I'll probably put the link at the bottom for you guys if you want to read it. I don't really want to do an unboxing. There's already an unboxing of this on YouTube through Newegg. The reason why I got this model though to do the actual review on, which you see some videos sporadically throughout the weeks, is because there's no real review on this video card. I know Tech Power Up did a review on one, but this is not. That one's the one with the core clock of 1165. This one's with the core clock of 1317, and that's with boost. So no one's done a review on this card yet. So that's why I wanted to do it real quick. So let's go ahead and take it out. 2 seconds. Which I want to do SLI with this card, since it performs very well in the reviews that I've seen with the other cards. Not this specific one, but. Yay, unboxing stuff. Look at the side. Yay, EVGA thing. Look at the side. I have like 80 of those things. I just want to really show you the card so you guys get a, I guess, a better look at it. And just to let you know too, since I haven't done videos in a while, I did go through a pair of AMD R9 290s. I had like 5 of them. I did SLI with it, or Crossfire, I'm sorry. And then I had a pair of AMD R9 290Xs, the Tri-X versions. I didn't do any videos on them, just because I was very busy. I had the 780s as well, which you guys saw those videos. Never got a hold of a 780 Ti, just my friends that I reviewed, but I never got to own them myself. That's kind of the first card I haven't owned, really. And I got rid of all those cards. I'm actually currently using, in this build, I'm actually using an MSI Twin Frozr R9 270X 4GB model. I've been using that now for the past probably 2 months. And mainly the reason for that is because I've been busy playing this. I know it's a console game. My first console game in a long time. Very good game, by the way. I'll do a review of that later, some other time. But here's the card, so you guys can see it. The one thing I do not like about this card is where the 6-pin is at, which kind of stinks. It's kind of right in the middle, which, let me take this off and I'll show you. And the reason why I chose this one too is because it matches with my build. My build is blue and white. And this has blue and white on it, so better to go with it. Yeah, so if you see here on the side, your 2 6-pins are right here on the side. Which, yes, it is their reference, pretty much designed with the 6-pin power adapters, so overclocking wise it's probably not going to be a lot. but that's fine. These cards perform really well right off the bat. And then these have HDMI, DisplayPort, and then a dual link DVI and a single link DVI. So you got DVI-D and then DVI-I. So pretty much your standard. And then your SLI fins, standard. And then, like I said, this kind of sits right here in the middle, which I don't like. I wish it was more further over here, which is fine. And to give you an idea, this card is very small. It's probably the size of a GTX 760, more or less, to give you an idea. The other thing too is the other, because this has 4 gigs of VRAM, if you notice here in the back, you'll see the chips of VRAM right there in the back. So since I have 4 gigs, the other ones are underneath, and then you got these other ones here on the outside of the PCB, which are just sitting there. So hopefully I don't think they'll heat up or anything. It should be fine. But that was a quick overview of the 970. Nothing too deep. Hopefully you guys, unfortunately I will let you know this, my benchmarks now are going to be done at 1920 by 1080, which is terrible. That really stinks because I got rid of my 2K monitor. So now I'm using my TV again. When you guys remember seeing my old videos. This is a 1920 by 1080 TV. It's running at 240 Hz as well. So it's nice, but I got rid of my 2K stuff because I needed more room, so I actually left the living room and I went back to my gaming room. So now I have a big desk, so I just got the bigger monitor for the time being. But that's pretty much it. One last thing I will say before I leave: the new technology on NVIDIA, you gotta check it out definitely. DSR, Dynamic Super Resolution. The new MFAA, which is the multi-frame anti-aliasing, and the new Voxtex lighting effects, which is ridiculous with these new Maxwell chipsets. All these cards support DX12 as well, so they're out of the box DX12. And one thing that's crazy too is the TDP on them. I think this card was rated at 165, this model. The reference design is 145 on the 670. So this model is going to have a little bit more water since it is already factory overclocked. But other than that, I'm going to leave it towards the videos. I'm going to let you guys see some benchmarks. I'll do some Firestrike. I'm going to do definitely Watch Dogs, since a lot of people have issues with that game, especially with VRAM. I didn't have that issue with the 290 because I had 4 gigs of VRAM. I'm going to do Battlefield 4. I might do Splinter Cell. That's a really intense one. Of course, Crysis 3. That's a must. And I'll do Far Cry 3 as well on that. If you guys have any requests on games you guys want to see, let me know. I have a ton of games that I have on my machine. So. And I'll put the specs at the bottom to the machine I currently have. Alright, so I'll see you guys later. Stay tuned for some videos. PowerGPU signing out. This is actually a video right after the one I just did right now about the video card of the GTX 970. Before I end this video, I just wanted to go ahead and show you quick results that I did with the EVGA card. I actually got the core clock all the way up to 1429 on this model, which was pretty good. It's not bad. It is limited to wattage, or I guess not wattage, but really power. It's only 2 6-pins. If I had the Gigabyte G1 Gaming Edition, it would be a whole lot better. And on this, I actually accomplished on FutureMark, on performance preset, not extreme. I scored 10,785. That's with one card. That's with the i7 4770K overclocked to 4.5. And that's what I was able to achieve with the core clock at 1429, and I put the memory plus 150, so it was at 3602. This is one of the reasons why I don't do as many videos anymore either, is because of these munchkins. Miniature power GPU over here. He loves video cards. He's trying to reach that one right now. I'm not letting him, of course. But that was pretty much it. So stay tuned for some actual gameplay footage. First one I'll be doing will be Watch Dogs, and then, like I said, post at the comments at the bottom what games you want to see, and so on and so forth. Alright guys, see you guys later. PowerGPU signing out.